I have written a data only. Double line to ground fault is there, and 100 MVA 11 kV generator we have unloaded. Z1 positive, negative, and zero sequence impedances are given. Zn is ZF, and you have to find IF per unit, IF actual, and also you have to find, okay, also you have to find what? You have to find short circuit MVA. So in case of double line to ground fault, what's happening? We know IF is, please, you have to remember these derivations. IF is equal to 3 I naught. So we can find I naught as minus IA1, we can write into Z2 divided by Z2 plus Z0 plus 3Zn plus 3ZF. We can write it like this also. You can check the expression. And out of this, we have IA1, which we last time got, is EA1. We can write it divided by Z1 plus Z2, that is in parallel with Z0 plus 3Zn plus 3ZF. So this is the expression I am writing in the simple form. So I will write down here these values. IA1 will be equal to EA1, that is always 1 per unit, we assume it. And then Z1 is 0.1, Z2 is also 0.1. And if you calculate in parallel with Z0, 0.13 Zn is 3 into 0.05, that will be 0.1, and that will be 0.4. So this all combination will become 0.4. Okay, so IA1 you can simply get 5.55 per unit. Okay, so this is the expression for the IA. This is the value for the IA you are getting. And similarly, you can obtain IA naught also. IA naught is minus 5.55 from above expression into Z2, that is 0.1 divided by 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 3 into 0.05 plus 3 into 0.05. So if you calculate this expression, IA naught will be equal to 1.11 per unit. So this is value of IA naught also you will be getting. Then IF in this case is, we know 3 IA naught, and that will be 3 into 1.11, that will be 3.33 per unit. Okay. So IF is in per unit, you have to get second. This is the first part you have to obtain. Second, IF in amps or kiloamps, whatever you want to get, 3.33. Okay. IF in per unit, what's the formula? IF in per unit multiplied by MVA into 10 to the power of 6 divided by under root 3 kVA into 10 to the power. kVA is 11, kV, sorry, kilovolts is 11, 10 to the power 3. This is the formula. We have seen it number of times, 7.47 kiloamps. So also you can put here kiloamps. Okay, next is short circuit MVA. Short circuit MVA in this case will be EA1 in per unit multiplied by IA1 in per unit. You can use number of formulas. I have already told you. EA1 is 5.55 into, yeah, EA1 we have got here. You can check. Yeah, sorry, IA1 is 5.51. So EA1 is 100. It is 100 in per unit. Then you can multiply this. This is 555 MVA. Just second. What we have taken EA1, 100 MVA. Okay, 11 kV. Just a second. EA1 short circuit MVA is EA1 in per unit multiplied by, yeah, IA1 is 5.5. Yeah, that is simply, this is one of the formula. This is, if you know this value, what you know, IA1, if you know the MVA value, MVA into the uh, MVA is 100 MVA, that's the base value into the current. So you can get this value of 5. This is another formula. There are other formulas also, you can use them. So this is a simplest formula. Or you can use EA1, IA1. Last time I told you. And then you can use in terms of other formulas are also there, under root formula, direct formula. So lots of formulas are there, but this is the simplest formula. Get the current and base value, you can get the short circuit MVA. So this was the question which can be asked in double line to ground fault, but you have to remember the expressions. Very important is expressions. Movement, is it clear or not? आप तो पहले क्लास ही नहीं अटेंड करते।
Yes, sir.
सना आपको कैसे समझ आएगा? आई डोंट थिंक, आपने तो डेरिवेशन कोई की नहीं। सना इज देयर? शी इज नॉट देयर। ओके, रुतबा, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
ओके, हु इज दिस 33? राफिद। 33 राफिद, switch off your sorry, mute your microphone, mute it. 33 मोमिन, ये कोई स्टूडेंट है 33?
Yes, sir. Student है हमारे.
Why is not muting?
Sir, maybe आवाज नहीं आ रही
तो
थी.
कोई ग्लिच होगा सर।
हाँ,
सर कोई ग्लिच होगा।
आवाज नहीं आ रही थी.
anyway, let's continue. ठीक है, so next problem is 11 kV 25 MVA synchronous generator. This guy is always late, this Faisal. Synchronous generator has positive, negative, and zero sequence reactance of 0.12, 0.12, 0.08 per unit respectively. The generator neutral is grounded through a reactance given of 0.03. Determine the fault current when the single line to ground fault occurs on at a generator terminals. Also calculate the line to line fault. ये शायद हमने किया है. So here only what is new is the generator reactance to neutral is given. The generator neutral is grounded through a reactance. ये हमने शायद किया है ये numerical. So only the difference is what is the formula you will be using. You will be using Z1 plus Z2 plus ZGO plus 3ZN to plus ZF. ZF is 0 in this case. There is no mention of ZF. So I will just write rest. You should be able to do it. So let us assume that let A be C the terminals of the alternator and fault occurs at the terminal A. Somebody is disturbing us. Roll number 33, can you switch off? Otherwise, I will remove you from here. Okay. So let's say EA is 1 plus is equal to 1 plus J0 in per unit. So what formula you have to use for line to ground? So this is formula you will be using. That's only the amendment you have to do. Z1 plus Z2 plus ZG naught plus 3ZN. That is equal to Z naught. Okay, plus 3ZF. So here, because neutral is grounded through reactance, so zero sequence reactance will be equal to ZGO plus 3ZN. So that's the change only you have to make. Rest of all is the Same thing. This is the formula you'll be using. And also here, ZF is not given. ZF will be taken as 0. So what's the value you have to substitute here? 1 plus J0 divided by Z1 is J.12 plus J.12 plus ZGO is J.08. 3Zn is what? 0.03 plus 0. So this value you'll be getting, and then you'll be getting IA1 in this case. IA1 will be equal to minus J 2.439 per unit and that should be, this is in the per unit, that's all. And then your fault current is IF. IF in this case is equal to IA, and which is equal to 3 IA1 in case of line to the ground fault. So that will be 3 multiplied by minus J 2.439 in per unit, and that is minus J 7.317 in per unit. Okay. So then what you have to find other things you have to find yourself, that is symmetrical components of the voltage. VA1 is equal to VA1 you have to find, that is EA minus IA1 Z1. So you know the value of IA1, this one you can find it. Similarly, you can find VA2, that is IA2 Z2. IA2 is equal to IA1, you know that value. So in case of symmetrical faults, VA0 is equal to minus IA0 Z0. Z0 you know, IA0 you know, that's equal to IA1. And then after finding this, you have to find line to ground voltages. These are symmetrical components. Then you have to find line to ground voltages, that is VA is equal to VA0 plus VA1 plus VA2, that you can see. VB is equivalent to VA0 plus A square, VA1 plus AVA2. Similarly, VC will be VA0 plus AVA1 plus A square VA1, VA2, sorry. So you can find the line to ground voltages. Once you are able to find the line to ground voltages, then you can find line to line voltages. Line to line voltage is also very simple. VAB will be equal to VA minus VB. VBC will be equal to VB minus VC. VCA will be equal to VC minus VA. So you can find these values, and that's all. You have to find the line to line values, then you can also find the actual values. Okay, hope you will do this numerical yourself. That's the extension of what we have done earlier. Okay, so next is a three-phase 100 MVA, 10 MVA, 11 kV generator with a solidly earth neutral point. That means earth is solidly grounded without any impedance or reactance. That's a short circuit. Solidly earth neutral point supplies a feeder. So that means it will supply a feeder from there. And then what's going to happen? The relevant impedances of the generator and feeder in per unit. That means positive sequence of impedance, negative 0, that for generator and feeder are given. So what's happening? And we have an 11 kV generator, that's a solidly grounded. Okay, fine. Through a neutral point, solidly earth neutral point, and that will supply another feeder. Okay, in feeder, the relevant impedances of the generator and feeder will be given. So it is given in the data. If the fault from one phase to earth on the far end of the feeder, a fault from one phase to earth occurs on the far end. That means on the far end of the feeder, fault has occurred. So then what you have to find? You have to calculate number one, magnitude of the fault current, number two, line to neutral at the ground terminals. It's a very good question. Let me copy this diagram. Okay, I have done it here. Let me bring it here. Okay, copy. Copy and paste. Okay. Okay, now here you can write calculate. So this is the solidly grounded is there. We can solidly grounded, it's neutral. But then what? Fault occurs at the far end of the feeder. So fault will occur at the far end of the feeder. This side the feeder will occur. So there will be solidly grounded feeder going. There will be feeder going. There will be feeder going from this side. So far end of the feeder, the fault from one phase to earth occurs on the far one phase to earth. That is one phase to earth. This is one of the phases to earth. So let's say suppose phase A we have considered. So then what's happening? Fault from one phase to earth occurs on the far end of the feeder. Okay, you have to calculate the magnitude of fault current. This fault current you have to calculate, and then line to neutral voltages at the generator terminal. So two things you have to calculate. So I think this is not a difficult problem, very simple problem. So I have drawn just a diagram. So fault is occurring at the far end, and this fault current we have to find. Others, because an unloaded alternator is there, the generator is not loaded. So we consider like faults, analysis of faults have been done like that. So IB and IC will be 0. So what we'll be doing first in this case, how we have to approach for the solution. Now first we have to find the total secant impedances. Secant impedances. Now how that has to be found? Now because generator and on the other side we have a feeder will be connected to this, feeders will be going to load side. Then what is going to happen here? So we have to add the positive secants of generator and feeder together. That will be complete zero secants, positive secants, and negative secants impedances. So Z1 will become secants impedances. Z1 will become J1.2 plus J1.0, that's feeder, and also one is for the feeder and one is for the generator. So we are adding them. That is going to become J2.22. That's in per unit. And second negative secants will be J0.9 plus J0.10. That will be J1.9 in per unit. And third, we have a zero secants impedance. So that is J0.4 plus J1.0. That is J3. Sorry, that is 3. I think this side it is, yeah, it is 3 now. 0.4 and 3. So 0.4 and 3. It is 0.4 and 3. That will be 3.4 in the per unit. So fault impedance. So this is the total positive, negative, and zero secants impedance. Fault impedance has not been mentioned. Why? Because there is it has not been mentioned the value of the fault impedance in the circuit. So whenever it's not mentioned, ZF will be taken as 0. Okay. Let the base MVA, let us choose the base MVA. Data is given to us. We can choose base MVA out of this 100 MVA and 11 kV. Let the base MVA be 10. It is 10 only, not 100. 10 MVA, and base voltage be base voltage be 11 kV. Okay, so base current we have to find. So in this case, base current will be 10 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by under root 3 into 11 into 10 to the power of 3. That will come out to be 524.86 amps. Okay, fine. So next is, let the induced voltage in phase A, line to neutral, be 1 per unit. This is, let us suppose this. Let the induced voltage, we are talking about this voltage. Induced voltage, phase voltage we are talking about. In phase A, line to neutral means phase voltage. Line to neutral B, how much it be? 1 per unit. Okay, and let us take it as a reference. Reference phasor. Let's take it as a reference phasor. So we know that we can take EA 1 at an angle of 0 in phase A. That means phase voltage in A phase will be 1 at an angle of 0. We know IA naught is equal to IA1 is equal to, what's the type of fault we have? This is line to ground fault that occurs. So that's the same relations we'll be using. Single line to ground fault, IA2, all the voltages are same. Sorry, currents are same, EA. Now here, what is the amendment we'll be doing? Z0 plus Z1 plus Z2 plus ZF. Okay, Z0, if neutral was solidly grounded through a reactance, then we would have used ZGO plus 3Zn, but this is not the case. Let us add a page. Okay. So if we have to get this value IA naught equal to IA1 plus equal to IA2 will be equal to 1 at an angle of 0 divided by J2.2 plus J1.9 plus J3.4 plus 0. ZF is 0. So this will come out to be minus J.1333 per unit. So the values of currents will be same in the line to ground fault. First, what we have to find, first was the fault current. Fault current IF will be equal to current in phase A, that will be equal to 3IA1, and that should be equal to 3 into 0.1333. J we can use, and we can use the angle later on, but we are interested in the magnitude. So that will be 4 in per unit. Now if I have to find the actual value of the current in amps, actual value will be per unit value into base value. Somewhere we have got the base value of 524.86. Actual value into, just a second. हेलो हेलो, हाँ जी, हाँ बोलिए मैम, हाँ बोलिए मैम. दीपेश ने 1066. Okay, so IF will be equal to this, and that value will come out to be 210 amps. Okay, fine. Second, We know that in line to ground fault, IB, it's an unloaded alternator. IC will be 0 amps. That we already know. So next we have to find magnitude of fault current we have got. Next we have to find line to neutral voltage at generator terminal. That means we have to find the phase values. Okay. So first for that, the rule is the same. We have to find the symmetrical components of voltages. Symmetrical components of the voltages from neutral A to ground. Okay, from phase A to ground, that means VA naught will be equal to minus IA naught Z naught. So we know value of both these. Minus of IA naught is minus J.1333 multiplied by J3.4, and that should be minus 0.4533 per unit. And similarly, VA1 will have a voltage source EA minus IA1Z1, and that will be EA is 1.J0 and minus IA1 is how much? It is the same because it's a line to ground fault. All the values of the currents will be the same, multiplied by Z1. Z1 value is given in the question, that is J2.2, and this value is 0.707 per unit. Similarly, we have VA2. VA2 is IA2Z2, IA2, I1, IA1 is going to IA2 is going to IA naught. So same value we have, minus J 0.1333 multiplied by Z2. Z2 value is given in the question, that is 1.9. So that we have already calculated in by adding the feeder and generator impedances, 0.2533 per unit. So symmetrical components of the voltages we have got. Next we have to find line to ground voltages. Line to ground voltages. So line to ground voltages are VA is 0 because that is grounded. You can see the voltage whatever in the phase that has been grounded, so voltage will not be there in case of line to ground fault. So VB we know is VA naught plus A square VA1 plus A VA2. So VA naught here will be, VB can be further written as VA naught value we have just got minus 4.4533 plus A square. A square is your minus 0.5 minus J.866 in rectangular. VA1 is given 0.707 plus A is minus 0.5 plus J.866 multiplied by 0.2533. A value in the rectangular is this. I've already explained this. So VB you will be getting, VB will be equal to 1.0744 at an angle of 230.7 degrees. That is still in the per unit. Okay, similarly VC value is VA naught plus AVA1 plus A square VA2. So if you substitute these values, VA naught is minus 0.4533, A is minus 0.5 plus J.866 into VA1. VA1 is 0.707 plus A square is minus 0.5 minus J.866 multiplied by VA2. VA2 is minus 2.533. So if you are going to calculate this value with the help of the calculator, this value will come out to be 1.07. Magnitude is same, 0744, but angle will only change 120.3 degrees in per unit. So these are line to ground voltages. So line to neutral voltages at generator terminals, you can find what are the values we have to find actually. What is line to neutral voltage at generator terminals? So we have to find at generator terminals. So we have line to neutral voltages at generator terminals. Okay, so that VA will be 0 as fault has occurred in this case. So VB will be 11 by under root 3 as we have been doing, multiplied by the magnitude 0.1744 at an angle of 230.7 degrees. That will come out to be 6.82 at an angle of 230.7 degrees in kilovolts. VC will be again under root 11 by under root 3, 1. Sorry, it's wrong here. Should be 1.0744. So here it will be 0.744 at an angle of 129.3 degrees. That will come out to be 6.82. Only the difference will be of the angle, 128.3 degrees kV. So very simple question in which we have used all the previous relationships. Only first relationship is very important, where ZF is 0 and Zn is not given. That has to be remembered. Rest all this question is same what we have done in the LG fault. Okay. So to delete this page. Okay, next what we have is a three-phase fault. Three-phase fault is also very important. Now, what is a three-phase fault? In this case, what's going to happen in case of a three-phase fault? Now, three-phase fault, whenever we are talking about this three-phase fault, all the three phases will come to the ground, all the three phases. Okay. Mumin, can you tell me what will be the post-fault conditions in this case? Mumin, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What will be the post-fault conditions?
सर पहले करंट सभी जीरो नहीं होंगी हमारी, जैसे हमारे पीछे में कोई करंट जीरो रहती थी, तो इसमें कोई भी करंट हमारी जीरो नहीं होगी.
That's not a post-fault condition. That is obvious, because once their fault will occur, that is going to happen. Otherwise, it's a balanced system. So that will not be considered as a post-fault condition. Next, there is a dead short circuit for all the three phases. What does that include? What does that mean? Electrical engineer, you are going the 6th semester and you are clearing now 6th semester. Dead short circuit में मैंने आपको network में भी इतना पढ़ाया है. Dead short circuit here means what for me? This is a dead short circuit. Here you can see. What does that mean? If voltage here is VA, that should be equal to other phases also, or not?
Yes, sir.
There is a dead short circuit का मतलब क्या होता है?
So voltage same रहेगी ऊपर.
Voltage same. This point there is no impedance in between. So that means whatever the voltage is here, same will be here, same will be here. So that is one condition. What can be the other? What can be other condition? Summation of currents if you apply the Kirchhoff's law anywhere here. This is incoming current, this is incoming current, that's just junction. This is incoming current, this is incoming current, this is incoming current. All the three junctions, that current will be equal to, summation of the currents will be equal to 0. Have you understood or not? Mumin?
सर आया समझ.
It's very simple. What's the problem? Okay. The circuit diagram. So three-phase fault analysis we'll be doing. Circuit diagram for triple line fault. Triple line fault. All the three lines are connected to each other but not with the ground. That's very important. On an unloaded alternator. Okay, the circuit diagram for the triple line fault on an unloaded alternator. Y connected, that star connected generator. That too is impedance grounded, is shown in figure above. Okay. The faulted phases are all the three are faulted phases, A, comma, B, comma, C. So, pre-fault conditions, no problem. Previously, the fault, the currents will be 0 because it's an unloaded alternator. Next is post-fault conditions. Post-fault condition is number 1. There is a dead short circuit, and dead short circuit means if you apply KCL at any point, you can apply here, you can apply here, you can apply here. If you apply the KCL, you will get summation of the currents IA plus IB plus IC is equivalent to 0. And then second condition, post-fault condition, dead short circuit is there. That means voltage at any point here will be the same. So VA will be equal to VB will be equal to VC. All will be same. Let us call this set of equations as equation number 1. So here we can see the magnitudes of, if we take the magnitude of IA, that will be always equal to IB. That will be equal to IC. Pre-fault, not at the time of fault. When the fault, pre-fault conditions, when the fault has not occurred in the system, then the magnitudes of the voltage will be same. Let us say IA is taken as reference. Okay. If IA is taken as reference, then we know IB will be A square IA and IC will be AIA. Okay, let's call this set second. Now, how it will be, I have drawn it number of times. Let me draw it again for you. Let's say this is reference. Okay. Now we know that phase sequence is I, A, B, and C. But rotation of phasor in our country, India, we take it counterclockwise. Phasor rotates like this, that I've already told. So this will be something around 120. Each will be 120 apart electrically, each phase. So phasor is rotating like this. Phase sequence is ABC. In a clockwise direction, we have a phase sequence, but the phasor is rotating in the counterclockwise direction. So when we have a difference between A and C, 120, one at an angle of 120, that means it's a difference of A. So that will be IA. Now here, phasor is rotating like this. We have a difference of 240. That will be A square IA. This should be remembered forever. ये मैंने पहले ही बताया है. I have derived this expression at the beginning for the symmetrical components. This is phasor diagram. Okay. Using the relationships for symmetrical components of currents, using, okay, above, sorry, this is L, relationship for symmetrical components of currents. So we can write I naught is, basically I naught is what? It is 1 by 3 times IA plus IB plus IC. That we already know. Okay, then also we know IA1 is 1 by 3 IA plus A IB plus A square IC. When we are going from symmetrical components to phase, then it is A. A will come first, operator. If it is from phase to symmetrical component, then A square will come, just like the voltages we have. So this point has to be remembered. IA2 1 by 3. Here, just you have to exchange the operators. So let us call this equation set as the third set of equations. Now I'm writing out. Now I will put the relationships. Okay, let us put the relationships now. Now in first case, let me write for IA1. IA1 what I have? 1 by 3. Instead of IA, I will be writing the same thing, no change, plus. Instead of IB, I will be writing, what is the IB equal to here? I have A square, IA. IB will be written as A square IA. And similarly, A square IC will be written as AIA. So 1 by 3 IA plus A cube IA plus A cube IA. Okay. I have told you A cube is again 1. Why? Because you will be reaching to the same place. This is A, this is A, this operator is A. So you are reaching to the same place. That will be equal to 1. A cube, we have already mentioned this, because A cube is equal to 1 at an angle of 360 degree. So that's a reference point, which is equal to 1. So IA1 is what? IA1 is 1 by 3 IA plus IA plus IA. So IA1 will be equal to, which means that IA1 will be equal to IA. So this was very important relationship. Let's call it 4. Similarly, let me do it for IA naught. IA naught is what? 1 by 3 IA plus IB plus IC. Okay. And here what we have, okay, 1 by 3 I will write it like this. This will be IB is A square IA and IC is A IA. Okay. So I naught will be equal to 1 by 3. I can take common. So that will be 1 plus A square. And we know that this identity 1 plus A square is equal to 0. So we can write I naught is equal to 0. So there is no zero sequence current in case of triple line fault. Okay. Next, this is equation number 5. Okay. So next I'll be writing for the IA2. What is the IA2 relationship? IA2 is, you can see here, operator IA2 1 by 3 IA, that will be A square IB. Okay. 1 by 3 IA plus A square IB plus AIC. So in that case, what's going to happen? IA2 will be further written as 1 by 3. I'm not going to change this, plus A square. That IB is what? That is A square IA. A square IA plus A, that is AIA. IC is AIA. Okay. So IA2 can be written as 1 by 3. Momin,
Yes, sir.
अभी आप log भेजो.
Okay, sir.
39 students are there. Okay, that will be IA plus A cube is 1, that will be AIA, okay, A square. Okay, you should know that A cube is equal to 1 at an angle of 360 degree. That's equal to, we can write it 1 reference. Okay, so that is A4 out of this, A3 will be 1, A will be there. So again, IA2 I can write as 1 by 3, IA will be taken as common, 1 plus A square. Again this identity, 1 plus A square is equal to 0. We know this. So IA2 is also 0 in this case. Okay, let's call it relationship as 6th in the box. Okay. This was about the symmetrical currents. What are the 3? 2 are missing. Only what we have a positive sequence current. Now let's talk about the voltages now. Symmetrical components of voltages. So VA naught is 1 by 3 VA plus VB plus VC. Okay. Similarly, VA1 is 1 by 3 VA plus AVB plus A square VC. Then VA2 is 1 by 3 VA plus A square VB plus AVC. So let's call it 7th equation set. Okay. Now one by one, let's substitute the values. Same relationship we'll be using. So phasor diagram, you can draw the same for VA, VB, VC. I'm not drawing it. It will be extended. The same thing. So here VA naught will be written as VA, and VB is here again A square VA, just like A square IA it was there. A square VA, this will be A V A square VA and A VA. Okay. Out of this, what we are going to do? VA we are going to take common, VA by 3. So we'll be left with 1 plus A square. So this value should be 0. So VA naught will also become 0 in this case. So let's call it equation number 8. Let me add the page. Okay, next is VA1. VA1 was equal to what? 1 by 3 VA plus AVB plus A square VC. Okay, VA1 is 1 by 3 VA. AVB is AVB. We can write it. VB is A square. Just a second, yeah. VB we have written here is A square VA. So we'll be writing again here A into A square VA plus A square into A VA. Okay. So that VA1 can be written as VA by 3 again, and A cube is 1. Okay. Plus A cube is also 1 plus 1. So that is equal to VA. VA1, what we are getting? Just a second, I think we have done something wrong. VA plus AVB plus A square VC. So VA plus AVA no. Positive sequence voltage we should be getting equal to VA, I think. Just a second, yeah. No, something.
वी ही है वो 1 + 1 + 1 3 हो जाएगा और नीचे वाले 3 के साथ कैंसिल हो जाएगा ना तो वी बचेगा.
नहीं, there is something because positive sequence voltage should not come. ये ground fault है ना. If it is equal to VA, then how come it is VA is not 0? The VA is, just a second. It is VA, and then VA1 is what? Actually, VA plus AVB plus A square VC. So VA plus, just a second, let VA plus AVA plus A square VA. Something is wrong here. Just a second. Yeah, see, this way, just a second. There is, okay, sequence component we should not get. Why? Because all the voltages 3 are same. Let us put it like this. Later we can see. 1/3. What are the boundary conditions? Let us substitute the boundary conditions. Then in that case also you should see, if we are going to put it like this. Okay, I can write it like this: VA plus VA, AVA, YVA. Can check the boundary, this condition, post-fault condition, what was there? Post-fault conditions are VA is going to VB is going to VC. Just replace this. उससे एक डाउट आ जाता है, एक मिनट. Plus A square VA. Then this VA by 3 is becoming 1 plus A square. That is equal to 0. So VA1 is also becoming 0. We'll check it. दोनों वैल्यू डाल के हम चेक करते हैं इसको. What is the discrepancy we are getting? उसमें तो A आ रहा है ना, वो मैं अभी दिखाता हूँ आपको. Just wait. So similarly VA2, what we have? 1/3 we have VA plus A square VB plus AVC. So again we'll be putting the value VA plus A square VA plus Y here, because VA is VB is VC. Okay, so A square, sorry, AVA. So that should also become 0. One plus A square, again it will become 0. So therefore negative secant should also become 0. Now question is, if these components are 0, I am substituting here VA is going to VB plus VC. So that will be, यहाँ पे result आ सकता है. We can get a result like this also. We'll see. that will be VA divided by 3VA divided by that will be VA. Okay, यहाँ ये result भी, this is also possible. Now here another result here is this result VA1 is VA plus A square. Again we will put, but in this case if we put the values इस साइड में रखिए अब रिजल्ट्स VA1 के रिजल्ट हम देख लेते हैं. If we put 1/3 VA, so VB is A cube VA, that will be again A cube VA. So this A cube is 1 VA, again we'll be getting VA1 as VA. Okay. Similarly, we can get VA2 also as VA2 भी निकाल सकते हैं हम. VA2 can also be obtained as VA. So that means all the secant components in either case will be the same. But the now important is that value in first case is VA and second case is 0. So let us verify this now. So let's say this is 10 now. Now VA1 is 0. So VA1 we know is EA minus IA1 Z1. So here we can write IA1 Z1 as EA. Therefore IA1 is EA divided by Z1. So this result we are getting. Okay, now we can draw only one secant component will be there. Other currents are 0. Other voltages are 0. Secants, therefore, secants network for positive secants is shown in figure. So we can draw it like this. Just a second. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is EA, we have a voltage source, and this will be the impedance Z1. And the current flowing will be IA1 through this. Current flowing through this will be IA1. Okay, if we are going to get, see, this is 0, 0 we are getting, fine. In either case, the secant components of the voltages are same. But in second case, we are getting it VA. So how we are going to write this VA? ये मैं side में कर लेता हूँ. Just a second. So let's talk about VA0. VA0 is coming VA. So that can be written as VA voltage. Yeah. VA can be written as, how we can write this VA? If we have to write the phase to this one, this will be VA0 plus A square VA1 plus A VA2. Okay. If all the three are same, fine. VA0 is equal to VA1, we can take VA0 common, 1 plus A square. So that's also coming 0. So it doesn't matter at all. समझ आ रहा मोमिन?
नो सर, इसमें थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम है।
इसमें प्रॉब्लम है ना, VA आ रहा है ना ये।
सर
व्हाट
अगर
इज
हम
द,
वैसे देते मतलब पहले बाउंड्री कंडीशंस की वीए
ठीक है
मतलब
VA आ रहा, मैं आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट दिस इज देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन कि सर ये VA तीनों VA के बराबर आ रहे हैं ना ये।
नो सर, अगर हम वैसे देंगे ना मतलब वीए इक्वल टू वीबी इक्वल टू वीसी, तो उसमें क्या आ रहा है, हमारा वीए नॉट जो है वो वीए के बराबर आ रहा है, बट बाकी दो जो होंगे वो जीरो आ रहे हैं। अगर आप वैसे देंगे तो वैसे एक आ रहा है जीरो और बाकी आ रहे हैं वीए के बराबर।
ठीक है ना, नहीं तीनों बराबर आ रहे हैं। अगर आप एक साइड से देंगे ना, सी वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड फर्स्ट, इस वैल्यू
सर
से
जैसे
जीरो
हमने
आ रहे
किया
हैं।
सर जैसे हमने किया ना वैसे हमने
हाँ
वीए नॉट पे पहले फेजर
ओके,
में वैल्यू दी
आप
थी।
कह रहे हैं कि VA के बराबर आ रहे हैं, वही है ना आपको डाउट। तो VA इज इक्वल टू एक्चुअली व्हाट, अगर VA नॉट है, एक जगह सभी आ रहे हैं ना VA के बराबर। देखो एक जगह सभी आ रहे हैं जीरो, बाय पुटिंग द वैल्यूज इन आइदर वे। आर यू गेटिंग मी और नॉट मूमिन?
यस सर, आ रहा है सर।
आ रहा है। नाउ सेकंड में क्या है, इफ इट इज VA फाइन, वी डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम। VA इज आइदर इट्स कमिंग VA जीरो or it's coming VA, but what is actually VA? VA is, if we talk about, it's an unsymmetrical voltage. ये तो clear है, it's not a symmetrical voltage now because this is during the fault we are talking about. So this is VA not A square VA1 plus A square VA2. Now all the sequence voltages are same in either case. So that is VA naught we can take common, and 1 plus, in the either way we are getting it zero. Are you getting me right now or not?
यस सर, आया सर।
In either way, whether the value is equal to VA naught is equal to VA1 is equal to VA2 is equal to VA, fine, we can get that value. There's no problem. We can get VA naught is equal to V. So I'll write it here for people may have some confusion. VA naught can have equal to VA1 and VA2. This is one possibility. Second possibility is VA naught is VA1 is VA2 is 0. Okay, Moomin, is it clear or not?
यस सर, आया
Vanshya
सर।
is there?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So either way you are getting these two possibilities. Apparently it looks, sir, ये कैसे हो सकता है एक ही इक्वेशन के दो वैल्यू? But if we talk about this is an unsymmetrical voltage now, it can further be splitted into the symmetrical components, VA naught plus A square VA1 plus A VA2. In either case, these are same, but then we can take it common and we can again get the same result. That will be equal to zero because this voltage will be equal to zero. So symmetrical components itself will be zero. So it doesn't matter at all. Okay, that's all I want to convey. Just a second. Even you are getting VA in the examinations, it doesn't matter. It will be the same thing. Nobody can say that you have done a wrong analysis. But actually, what is VA, that also can be seen, and that you will get. If you have to get the value of this equal to zero, so you can get it. Now, there are very important observations. We have done the fault analysis. Now, let's make an observations, what we have been doing till now. So, number one observation which we have, in order to simulate this triple line fault, zero as well as negative sequence components of the currents are absent. Only the positive sequence is present. Okay. So this is for analysis for this one. Then we'll analyze for everything. So here we can write, in order to simulate, triple line fault, zero as well as negative sequence components of current are absent. Only positive is present. And the positive sequence component of the current is equal to the phase current. So only positive sequence will be present, and that too will be equal to phase current. Okay, this is one. Then if we have to analyze overall faults, so next I will be observations for all the faults. Number one observation is, so we can write here, after analyzing, after analyzing various faults, okay, the following conclusions are drawn. This is very important from the GATE examination point of view. Question can be simply asked. Let me add a page. What are the conclusions we can draw? Number one conclusion. Number one conclusion is positive sequence components are present in all types of faults. So there is no problem. Positive, just a second. Number one conclusion is positive sequence currents are present in all types of faults. So everybody agrees with me. Any fault is there, whether that's a grounded or not, positive sequence will be present there. So this is first conclusion. Second is negative sequence components are present in all unsymmetrical faults. Negative sequence currents are present in all unsymmetrical faults. Now you have seen just now we have done the analysis of a symmetrical fault. This was a symmetrical fault. You can see positive sequence is present, but negative sequence is not present. While if we are talking about the unsymmetrical faults, that is line to line fault, line to ground fault, double line to ground fault, all the unsymmetrical faults, negative sequence component of the current will be present. So that's very positive. Whether that's a symmetrical fault, whether that's an unsymmetrical fault, that will be present. But negative sequence component will be present in all the unsymmetrical faults, while it will be absent in the symmetrical faults. So this is conclusion number 2. Number 3. Zero sequence. Okay. Now let me ask a question to Mansha. हाँ जी बेटा Mansha.
Yes, sir.
Zero sequence currents will be present in which type of faults? देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, पीछे फ्लिप मत पेज करो, पेज ये कॉमन सेंस है. जीरो सीक्वेंस कंपोनेंट ऑफ करंट किन फॉल्ट्स में प्रेजेंट होगा?
अनसिमेट्रिकल में.
नहीं, हर एक अनसिमेट्रिकल में नहीं होगा. लाइन टू लाइन में कहां है? लाइन टू लाइन में है, दैट्स एन अनसिमेट्रिकल फॉल्ट. मोमिन.
Yes, sir.
जीरो सीक्वेंस किन में प्रेजेंट होगा?
सर लाइन टू ग्राउंड जिसमें फॉल्ट होगा हमारा।
ये लाइन टू ग्राउंड तो एक है, जनरल मुझे बताइए आप किन में होगा?
मतलब जिसमें हमको फॉल्ट ये मतलब न्यूट्रल हो गया ग्राउंड के साथ मतलब।
वेरी नाइस, बिल्कुल सही आंसर। So zero sequence current will be present when the neutral of the system is grounded and the fault also involves the ground. न्यूट्रल पहले ग्राउंड होना चाहिए, ये जरूरी है। ठीक है, किसी ऑल्टरनेटर का अनलोड ऑल्टरनेटर विल बी देयर दैट न्यूट्रल शुड बी ग्राउंडेड। नंबर वन, बिकॉज पाथ आयन किसके बराबर होता है मनशा? हाँ जी बेटा मनशा, आयन इज इक्वल टू व्हाट?
3
IN
IN.
plus IB plus IC.
Yes,
So
sir.
whenever you have a return path, then only you can have a zero sequence component. If you do not, मैंने कितनी बार पढ़ा है sequence networks में, ध्यान नहीं देते हैं आप। So then only it's possible. So number one possibility is you should have a path grounded from the neutral point, whether that is solidly grounded or that's a reactance grounded, it doesn't matter. But it should have a grounded path. That means it should have a path and that should ground from the neutral point to ground. Number one. Number two, whatever the fault is there, that should also involve ground. That means line to ground fault, double line to ground fault. Okay. And in either case, if you see the magnitude of current will be equal to 3 IA naught. So this is also very important point. Zero sequence currents are present when the neutral of the system is grounded. I don't know, somebody's is here only or where we are getting the sound? Okay. So number one is sequence currents, zero sequence currents are present when the neutral of the system is grounded. That is very important. And then I have told you the fault also involves the fault also involves the ground. So there should be line to line fault. You will not find zero sequence component because there is no ground. Line to ground you will find, double line to ground you will find definitely. And then the magnitude of the current then the magnitude of current is equal to 3 IA naught. These are three very important points. Positive sequence we'll find in all the types of faults, whether they are symmetrical faults, whether they are unsymmetrical faults. Negative sequence you will only find in unsymmetrical faults, you will not find in the symmetrical fault that we have just now seen. And zero sequence will be present only when there is a return path for the zero sequence current. That means neutral should be grounded, number one. Fault itself should involve ground, for example, line to ground fault, double line to ground fault. And ultimately, if you want to get the magnitude of current, that will be equal to 3 IA naught. That means neutral current will be equal to 3 IA naught. Three important conclusions were there. Okay. I hope there is no questions in this case. Any questions? Shabas? Okay, now GATE 2016, a very good question was asked. Mansha beta,
Yes, sir.
is there any question?
No, sir.
Have you understood or not? Conclusions are clear?
Yes,
Hmm?
sir.
64, Basila,
Yes, sir, it's clear.
clear?
Yes, sir.
71, ये फरखंदा है ना, फरखंदा.
जी सर
It's clear or not?
जी सर आया समझ
Okay, let's move to the GATE 2016. One question was asked. Now, what is the question? Question is a 30 MVA three-phase 50 Hertz 13.8 kVA Y-connected synchronous generator has positive, negative, and zero sequence reactance of 15%, 15%, 5% respectively. A reactance is connected between neutral of the generator and a ground. So neutral of the generator and a ground, a reactance is connected. A double line to ground fault takes place involving phase B and C. So he has given fault impedance. He has also given with fault impedance J.1. The value of Xn that will limit the positive sequence generator current to this. Actual value is given. So you have to find the value of Xn. So that means neutral will be grounded through reactance grounded. So if I have to draw the sequence network of zero sequence, okay, let us see the solution of this one. Solution is not so difficult, okay? थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत. It's the same question what we have been doing. थोड़ा tricky है, इसमें xn पूछा गया है. तो xn पूछने में कोई बात नहीं. If you know the sequence network, let me draw the sequence network for your reference again. So this is the sequence network will be like this. Okay. Yesterday only I have drawn it, I think. So you should remember this. Okay, so we have a source, only one source. Okay, just a second. Okay, so this is EA1, we know this. Okay, this is Z1, EA or EA1, it doesn't matter. 1.5, J 1.5, Z1 given in the question. So Z2, it is J 0.15 again. This current is IA2, so this is IA1 and this is IA2. We have drawn it yesterday. ZF is also given as J.1. And then this is your IA0. And 3Zn is this one. We know this. We don't know the value of this one. We have to find Z0 is whatever we have done till now. If you remember that, if you have understood that, I don't think there will be any problem in the gate. So IF here will be, we know IF in this case is 3IA0. And IA1 we have also seen is EA1 divided by Z1 plus, then we have bracket Z2 parallel what? Z0 plus 3Zn plus 3Zf. This formula you have to remember. This is very simple formula. So now we need to get the value actual, because we have been given the actual value of what? We have been given the value of Xn that will limit the positive sequence generator current has been given to us. That is the actual value. So we need to find the actual value. So IA actual, why we are going for the actual? Because value is given in the actual. That's why will be equal to IA1 in per unit multiplied by, you don't have to write this much of an examination. You can, you know the formula, you can directly use. This is just for the information. Under root 3, and then is kV is 13.8 into 6. It is given in the data. Everything is given to you. Okay. So IA in per unit we have to find. IA in per unit will be, that should be equal to 4270. It is given, current is given in the actual. IA per unit is, I will write for your information, actual value divided by base value. So I have to find per unit, that will be actual value divided by base value. That's what I'm writing. Actual value is 4237 under root 3 into 13.8. Okay, and that will be 10 to the power of 3. 13.8 into 10 to the power of 3. Okay, then we have base value. Base value will be 30 into 10 to the power of 6. 30 into 10 to the power of 6, 30 MVA is there. So IA1 in per unit is, this is line voltage, and that's what we are doing, multiplying by under root 3 here. So that will be coming out to be 3.402 per unit. Okay. So IA in per unit will be 3.402. So IA naught you can get, IA naught in per unit is minus IA1 Z2. Just now we have done it, divided by Z2 plus Z0 plus 3Zn plus 3ZF. Okay. But for this we should know IA1. IA1 in per unit, sorry. EA1 divided by Z1 plus Z2 parallel with Z0 plus 3Zn plus 3ZF. Okay, we'll add a page. So IA1 in per unit is, we have got it, 3.402. Okay, and EA1 is chosen as 1 always, J.15 plus, sorry, this is Z1, yes. This is also the same value, J.15. That should be in parallel with Z0. 3Zn will be there. That is 0.3 plus 0.05. Okay, and then 3Zn. Okay, ZF value is there, 0.01, I think. Yes, it's given. ZF value is 0.01. That's why we are getting 0.3, and 0.05 is Z0, 5%. Yeah, correct. So everything we have substituted. Okay, only the unknown value will be Zn with this formula. So if you are using your calculator, you can calculate that value as in per unit, Zn. So what you have to do, you have to get the actual value. Xn, that will limit the, okay. If actual value you have to get, so Zn actual will be, this is impedance. We know that how to get the actual value. So we know V base line to neutral whole square divided by S base into this per unit value. V base value is 13.8. S base is, S base is 30. Complex power value is 30. Very clear. Multiplied by this value. We have done it in chapter number 1. So Zn in actual will be equal to J6.79. Okay, that should be in ohms. Is there any questions regarding this? Mumin, गेट का क्वेश्चन है 2016.
नो सर, क्लियर है.
क्लियर इज देयर. ये जैसे हमने क्वेश्चन किए हैं वैसे क्वेश्चन है और कुछ नहीं है. जस्ट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द रिजल्ट्स, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द सीक्वेंस डायग्राम्स. थोड़ा इसको दोबारा देखना पड़ेगा, एक ही बार नहीं आएगा ऐसा. नाउ वन मोर क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड गेट 2012. और भी कई क्वेश्चन है जो जितने भी गेट प्रीवियसली आए हैं अब हम वही क्वेश्चन करेंगे खाली, बिकॉज वी हैव फिनिश्ड ऑल चैप्टर. आपका सिलेबस तो जो इस चैप्टर में था ये 2 लंबे चैप्टर थे, अब तो अब ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. दैट इज अ थ्योरेटिकल पार्ट, उसको हम आराम से वो लाइटनिंग अरेस्टर वगैरह वो समझने, वो कोई डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. सो गेट 2012 दिस हैज बीन आस्क्ड. लेट मी आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू मंशा. मंशा, आपको इसका आंसर बताना है. सीक्वेंस कंपोनेंट्स आर गिवन, I positive, I negative, I0. Tell me the what type of fault this is and why.
Sir, we'll
1 मार्क्स का 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन था ये, 2012 में आया है गेट में. सीक्वेंस
we'll add
कंपोनेंट्स
all the
करंट की
current.
दिए हैं, आपको ये बताना है कि कौन सा फॉल्ट है, क्योंकि इसमें कुछ रिलेशन दी होगी तभी तो बता रहे हैं फॉल्ट क्या है.
Sir, we'll add all the current.
Okay. When we'll add them, shabash, what will happen? What you will get? 1.5, 0.5. That means you are getting 0.
0.
So when you add all the sequence currents, 0 किस में आता है?
Sir, double line to ground fault.
Very nice. So you have got 2 marks. ठीक है? Very simple. देखो रिलेशन याद रखने हैं, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं गेट में. So by adding all the sequence components, for others also, ठीक है? So we can add them. थोड़ा रिलेशन अगर आपने पढ़े होंगे अच्छी तरह तो इसमें टाइम नहीं लगेगा, वहीं पे टिक करना है इसको. अब जिसने अब अच्छी तरह नहीं पढ़ा होगा, he can solve it. That is minus J1 will be equal to 0. So 0 आप जब ऐड करते हैं, whenever sum of sequence components of fault current is equal to 0, the type of fault is, ये मैं आपके लिए नोट लिख देता हूं, whenever sum of sequence components of fault current is equal to 0, then the type of fault is double line to ground fault. You should always remember this. ठीक है? ठीक है, 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन ये आया था. So next question is, next है भी कोई या नहीं? Anyway, if there will be not, we will be doing one more question. ये क्वेश्चन आप कीजिए. I'll be writing the question. ये भी गेट का ही क्वेश्चन है. I think you can do it. This is very simple. A line-to-line fault occurs at the terminal of generator. Determine the value of fault current and the fault point voltages. ठीक है? This is a conventional question. Okay. Just a second. एक क्वेश्चन था मेरे पास. ये सारे गेट के क्वेश्चन थे. Just a second. I want to see the gate question. Okay. Now what is the question here? Let me write. मैंने पहले लिखा नहीं, थोड़ा टाइम हमारा वेस्ट हो जाएगा. This has been asked in GATE 2016. देखो 2 आए हैं इससे. Again GATE 2016 this question was asked. 2 identical unloaded generators. Identical unloaded generators, okay, are connected in parallel. Both generators have positive, negative and zero sequence impedance as J.4 per unit, comma J.3 per unit, and J.15 per unit respectively. If the pre-fault voltage is 1 per unit for a line to ground fault at terminals of generator, okay, what will be the fault current in per unit? Okay, Shabash. Try to solve this, Mumin or Mansha, Rutba, Sana is not there. Whosoever are there, try to solve this question. 29. Roll number 29, 2029.
Yes, sir.
How we can solve this question? शाबाश बेटा. सारे क्वेश्चन हमने किए हैं. अभी आप बताओगे सर हमने तो पता ही नहीं है. क्या बोल रहा है? टू आइडेंटिकल अनलोडेड जनरेटर्स आर कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल. पहले तो अनलोडेड जनरेटर्स हैं. बनाइए आप जनरेटर. सॉरी मैं आई विल यूज दिस. अनलोडेड जनरेटर है कि नहीं? कैसे कनेक्टेड है? पैरेलल में कनेक्टेड है. वेरी सिंपल. ये पैरेलल में ऐसे कनेक्टेड है. ओके. क्या कह रहा है? बोथ जनरेटर्स है पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव जो भी है ये वैल्यूज इनके दिए हैं इसने. सॉरी. ओके. सो बोथ जनरेटर्स है पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव जीरो सीक्वेंस इंपीडेंस दी है इसने. फाइन. ओके. डायग्राम इसने दी है या टू आइडेंटिकल डायग्राम इसने दी है. ही हैज गिवन डायग्राम. सॉरी. ठीक है. तभी तो ये स्टार कनेक्शन दिखा रहा है. ये कनेक्शंस हैं. ये कह रहा है ये 180 एंगल ऑफ 0 है. जनरेटर G1. जनरेटर G2 भी है 180 एंगल ऑफ 0. ठीक है. और खुद ही कह रहा है इफ द प्रीफॉल्ट इज 1 तो प्रीफॉल्ट 1 है. वही हमें लेने हैं फॉर ए लाइन टू ग्राउंड फॉल्ट एट द टर्मिनल्स ऑफ जनरेटर. जनरेटर के टर्मिनल्स यहाँ होते हैं इस साइड. ये तो ठीक है. यहाँ टर्मिनल्स पे दिखाया है इसने खुद ही कि फॉल्ट ऐसे आया है कि यहाँ पे फॉल्ट आया है एट द टर्मिनल्स ऑफ द जनरेटर. ठीक है. व्हाट विल बी द फॉल्ट करंट? तो व्हाट आर द डेटा वी हैव बीन गिवन? वी हैव बीन गिवन विद x1 पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस impedance या Z1 you write. We write Z1 better. Okay, we are not going to. That's it. He is telling impedance, so that we will use Z1. Z1 is J.4, and then what is telling? This is in per unit, eh? Then Z2 is J.3 per unit, and then Z0 positive, negative, and 0. I think is J.5 per unit. Okay. IF in per unit will be equal to what? Shabash. Line to ground fault है ये तो IF will be 3IA0. Why you are not able to recognize the relationship? Line to ground fault है. यहाँ पे देखिए आप. This is line to ground fault आ रहा. तो 3IA0 IF होता 3IA0. ज़बानी याद होना चाहिए आप. कैसे निकालेंगे? 3 that is EA1 कि पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस का ही वोल्टेज होती है. So that will be okay. That will be what? अब होता नॉर्मली क्या था? सॉरी. होता नॉर्मली क्या है? Z0 प्लस Z1 प्लस Z2 प्लस ZF प्लस 3. वो तो सब कुछ है नहीं यहाँ पे. ZF भी नहीं है. ZN भी नहीं है दिया इसने क्योंकि सॉलिडली ग्राउंडेड है. कुछ भी नहीं है. तो होना चाहिए Z1 प्लस Z2 प्लस Z0 नॉर्मली. Now that will not happen here. Why? Because we have two generators in parallel. So what we are going to write? We are going to write Z1 equivalent. थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन डिफरेंट है. Z2 equivalent plus Z0 equivalent. We should have written Z1, Z2 plus Z0, but that's not the case because two generators are in parallel here. So whatever the equivalent impedances, positive sequence impedance, negative sequence, and zero sequence will come, that we have to get. So how we are going to get that? Let me have a look here. Let me draw it again. Let us find Z1 equivalent circuit. Mansha, if we are drawing Z1 equivalent circuit, how we can draw Z1 equivalent circuit? Z1 होता है कि पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क आपको बनानी है. तो इन अदर वर्ड्स यहाँ सारे कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं सर. Z1 तो हमने देखा नहीं है इक्विवेलेंट. ये पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस ही बना था. इसकी पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क बनानी है. ब्रैकेट में मैं लिख लेता हूं. मंशा,
Yes, sir.
मंशा,
Yes, sir.
पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस में क्या होता है? वोल्टेज सोर्स होता है. Then?
Yes, sir, वो सोर्स हमारा होगा.
यस, तो वन ही रहेगा ना. वो प्रीफॉल्ट तो वही है. और
और
ये
इसकी
पैरेलल में
impedance-
है. यहाँ भी वोल्टेज सोर्स होगा कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
और इसकी
और-
इम्पीडेंस, उसकी भी इम्पीडेंस है, इसकी भी इम्पीडेंस है. दोनों आपस में पैरेलल है.
Connected. Yes, sir.
है कि नहीं? पैरेलल है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
फॉल्ट कहां से आ रहा है? सो वी हैव टू फाइंड इक्विवेलेंट. मैंने क्या बताया था आपको? एज सीन फ्रॉम द
Fault point.
एज सीन फ्रॉम द फॉल्ट पॉइंट. ये चीजें याद रखो ना आप. एवरी नाउ एंड देन आई डोंट हैव टू रिपीट एवरीथिंग. तो फॉल्ट पॉइंट इज हियर. ये कितना आ रहा है? ठीक है, दोनों के सेम है. ये है आपका 1, जो कि प्रीफॉल्ट. हमें वोल्टेज चाहिए नहीं, हमें खाली ये चाहिए आपको. J.4 पर यूनिट. ओके, बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है ये. वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन. सिंपल क्वेश्चन बट विथ कॉन्सेप्ट. Now both of them are parallel. पैरेलल में जब दो इम्पीडेंस को, जब हमें इक्विवेलेंट निकालना होगा तो विल शॉर्ट सर्किट दिस वोल्टेज सोर्सेस. ठीक है, यानी कि यू कैन कनेक्ट देम टुगेदर. ठीक है, तो वंस डू विल डू इट एज सीन फ्रॉम द फॉल्ट पॉइंट. क्या होगा ये? तो एज सीन फ्रॉम द, या इसको वोल्टेज सोर्स को ऐसे रखें आप. एज सीन फ्रॉम द फॉल्ट पॉइंट, दोनों पैरेलल आ रहे हैं. पैरेलल जब सेम हो तो डिवाइड बाय 2 हो जाता है. सो वी कैन राइट Z1 equivalent here will be J.4 divided by 2. That will be J.2, and that is in per unit. Is it clear? Mansha,
Yes, sir.
मुझे बेटा क्लियर है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
अब मुझे Z2 equivalent आप बताओ. यानी कि अगर मैं बात करूं तो ये नेगेटिव सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क कैसे बनेगी इसकी?
इसमें voltage source won't be there. Only impedance in parallel connection.
वेरी नाइस. सो इसमें कुछ नहीं करना है. आई विल जस्ट कॉपी दिस. मेरे लिए थोड़ा आसान हो जाएगा. इसको मैं कॉपी कर लेता हूं. कॉपी, पेस्ट इट. इसको मैं यहां ले आता हूं. जस्ट सेकेंड. तो इसको मैं हटा लेता हूं. यहाँ पे वोल्टेज सोर्स तो होगा नहीं अब. तो ये ऐसे हो जाएगा. ओके, ऐसा बन जाएगा अब. तो यहाँ, सॉरी, यहाँ मैंने लिखा नहीं. दिस इज Z1. दिस इज Z1 इक्विवेलेंट. ठीक है, दिस विल बी Z2 इक्विवेलेंट नाउ एज सीन फ्रॉम द Z2 इक्विवेलेंट फॉल्ट पॉइंट. तो इसमें Z2 इक्विवेलेंट क्या है? 3 नहीं है. इसने 0 नेगेटिव सीक्वेंस क्या दिया? 0.3. तो वी हैव टू चेंज द वैल्यूज. इट विल बी 0.3 हियर. So I will be using 0.3. Okay, now 0.3 and 0.3, 0.15. So Z2 equivalent will be 0.15 per unit. Okay, 0.15 per unit. So what we had to find? हमें निकालना क्या था? if the pre-fault is fault at the terminal of the ground, what will be the fault current? चलो फिर पहले हमें जीरो सीक्वेंस भी बनाना है, तो विल पुट zero sequence is very important now. Z zero equivalent circuit, यानी कि जीरो सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क हमें बनाना है. Okay, beta, roll number 29. What will happen in the zero sequence network? शाबाश, दो हैं. इसने जीरो सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क में एक कनेक्शन बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. यहां सॉलिडली ग्राउंडेड नहीं है, यहां ग्राउंडेड है, इसीलिए इसने दिए हैं. तो हाउ वी विल ड्रॉ द जीरो सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क? मनशा,
यस सर.
जीरो सीक्वेंस में क्या चेंज आएगा?
सर हमारा इसमें इम्पिडेंस एक साइड आएगी, दूसरी साइड से भी इम्पिडेंस एक साइड ओपन होगा ना.
या कहाँ ओपन होगा? एक साइड नहीं बताना, कहाँ ओपन होगा? ऊपर वाले में ओपन होगा. क्यों?
क्योंकि वो
इसमें
ग्राउंडेड
ओपन हो
नहीं.
जाएगा ना, क्योंकि स्टार ग्राउंडेड नहीं है यहाँ पे.
यस सर.
अदर्स आर जस्ट लुकिंग लाइक. मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा मनशा और मोमिन के बगैर किसी को समझ आ रहा है? और रोल नंबर 8.
यस सर.
व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर?
सर जो
क्या हो
ग्राउंड
रहा
नहीं
है
है
यहाँ?
सर जो ग्राउंड नहीं है वो ओपन होगा.
ओपन होगा, दैट मीन्स मैंने बताया आपको, जो ग्राउंड नहीं होगा तो दिस इज नॉट ग्राउंडेड, सो दिस शुड बी ओपन. ठीक है, फॉर दिस देयर विल बी नो प्रॉब्लम. दिस इज ऑलरेडी ग्राउंडेड, लेकिन इंपीडेंस इसका जीरो हो जाएगा, न्यूट्रल इंपीडेंस. ओके, तो दिस इज द फॉल्ट पॉइंट. व्हाट इज दिस? Z नॉट इक्वलेंट. सो ये इंपीडेंस यहाँ पे होगा. ये क्या होगा आपका? पॉजिटिव, सॉरी, जीरो सीक्वेंस का है 0.5. ये भी डेफिनेटली होगा. ये है 0.5, लेकिन the connection of this one, this is solidly grounded, so there will be no impedance. Ground neutral impedance will be 0. Why? Because that's only solidly grounded, so इसमें कोई impedance नहीं है ground से neutral तक. So we are writing like this. But this has a problem that this generator, there is no connection between neutral point and ground, so this will be left open. So when this will be left open, here Zn will be equal to infinite, that will be infinity. So Z naught equivalent will be, this is an open path, this will be only equal to J.5 per unit. This was the most important thing with what we have to do in this gate question. सबसे important यही चीज था, rest वो दो तो easy थे. So then hence what we have to find, hence the fault current in per unit will be 3IA naught, and that will be 3 EA1 divided by, how we have to write now, Z1 equivalent plus Z2 equivalent plus Z naught equivalent. Okay, so IF in per unit will be, this is 3 into 1 because pre-fault voltage is 1. Then we had J.2 plus J.15 plus J.15. This is, sorry, this is J.5, I think. I'm writing wrong. J.2 was 1, so this is J.5. So this we are getting 6 at an angle of minus 90 degrees. So magnitude only we have to get, that magnitude will be 6 per unit. So this was the answer. And if somebody wants to do it in other way, he can draw the networks in other ways also. He can simply draw the 3 parallel networks and write it down. That can be also done. There's no problem at all. Just like I want to show, जिसको ये देखना हो, आप ऐसे भी बना सकते हैं इसको इकट्ठे, और you can have like this. जो क्विक, जिनको समझ आया है जीरो सीक्वेंस नेटवर्क्स वगैरह सब कुछ जिनको समझ आया है, क्विक स्टूडेंट्स, तो वो उसको आराम से ऐसे बना सकते हैं। ये उनको ये सब कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है। ऐसे बनाएंगे पॉजिटिव वाले का। ओके, कि ये हो गया पॉजिटिव ऑफ का। इसी को कॉपी करो, कॉपी पेस्ट, इसको यहां लाओ। लेट मी ऐड द पेज। ठीक है, इसको वहां कॉपी कर लेते हैं कि कॉपी, you can paste it here, paste and paste. Just a second. Just copy, paste. Okay, copy and paste. इसको यहाँ लाओ, की जगह जमा हो जाते हैं। कॉपी एंड पेस्ट। ओके, लेट मी रिमूव दिस फर्स्ट। यहाँ पे देख लीजिए आप, जिसको डायग्राम्स आते हैं आपको अच्छी तरह, तो यू कैन डू इट वेरी सिंपली। तो ये आप बना सकते हैं ऐसे पॉजिटिव सीक्वेंस के लिए। So this is the impedances you will be drawing. रफली बना रहे हैं हम जल्दी जल्दी। Connection between these two, and there is also connection between these two. Okay, so this you can avoid. यहाँ पे voltage source नहीं है, यहाँ पे voltage source नहीं है। Similarly, here is no voltage source, no voltage source. Okay, we have here impedances. Sorry. यहाँ पे भी impedance। So first you draw, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा मैं बताता हूँ लास्ट में क्या होगा। First you draw it. So this is 1 at an angle of 0, positive, 1 at an angle of 0 per unit. This is everything is in per unit. So J.4 per unit, J.4 per unit. Who knows each and everything? He can make it fast within 30 seconds. He can answer this. J.3 per unit. Second method, directly you have to draw. So here only it will be open. So you have to mention that, because one side this will be open. Okay, this is open here. Okay, this is how much? J.15, J.15. Okay, then you can connect it like this. Connect it like this. Connect it like this, sorry. Connect it like this. You can connect it like this, and then you can connect it like this. This will be your, oh sorry, this will be your I naught. If you know this, you can simply calculate it, and what this will be open. So here, these two parallel will be 0.2 at an angle of 1. Voltage will remain 1. So this will be 0.15, and then finally you can find IA naught. So I will make the equivalent of this circuit also. This will be equivalent to what? You can copy it. Okay. See, this, you can make it like this. You don't need this now. Okay. And then fine. Also, you don't need this. Okay, equivalent circuit. Then add a page to this. So here, this is connection, eh? Please make sure that this is connection now. Okay. This with the impedance, this will get connected here. This is a connection. Only one will be there, J.15 per unit, J.3, J.4, and 7. So this current here will be, this is your IA naught. So you can see all of them are in series now, and then IA naught will be, voltage is 1 at an angle of, divided by 0.2 plus 0.15 plus 0.15. Okay, so that will come out to be IA naught. So IF, you can find 3 IA naught. So that you will get 6 at an angle of minus 90 per unit. So if somebody knows it properly, you can draw the direct networks and connect them together as it is shown in the question, and he can solve it. I think we have some more problems regarding gate numericals. We have for a 0 sequence, negative sequence. Sometimes the values of the 0 sequence will be given, and then you have to see what type of connections will be there. So we'll continue in the next class. Let's stop this.